After a grueling FTP test before the break, it's now time to find out who has made it through to the next stage of the Coach Pro.
First man, Atiba. Mr. Simpson, Edward. Good lad. Wilson, Rennick. Good test. Mr. Hall of the Adam variety. Gareth Winton. Well done. James Horton. Well done. Phil Jones.
Thank you.
Well done. Graham Rudd. Well done. Michael Roman. Congratulations. Tom Duncan. Ben McKee. Well done. Christian Dransfield. Tom Fricker. There we go. Mikey Weaver. David Shibiden. Well done. Mr. Walters of the colour red.
Thank you.
Andrew Young. Will Holland. Thomas Smith. Sean Reed. Will Barnes. George Skinner. Cameron Blake. Luke Murphy. Was worth the drive. Stuart Willett. James Susans. Harvey McClare. Down to the last two if you've been counting. Leon Hobbins. And last, but not least, Sam Westlake. For those of you who haven't got a cap, I'm afraid you know the answer. You won't be going any further, but thank you very much, and please keep riding your bike because there was some fantastic efforts in there, whatever. So please, everyone, give yourselves a round of applause.
Feels great to be going through. Like, travelled quite a bit to get here. 4.5 hours, I think. So would have been a bit disappointed if I went home and missed it. I knew it was going to be hard. Didn't know what it was going to be, but you know, I feel like I've tried my best and obviously got through. So
I'm knackered after that, to be honest. It's so hot in there that you don't know what's going on. I'm excited to go back to Brands Hatch and see what we're going to do there. Yeah. I've been doing a lot of training the last few weeks, so yeah, I feel like it's paid off now that I'm into the next round.
oh my God.
With the next stage a week away, the applicants have a chance to push themselves harder than ever before.
6 o'clock, I look a little tired. Third time I've been out this week. Through to the next round, so it's Brands Hatch on Monday. I entered this thinking nothing about it. I'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to going to Brands Hatch. I've never raced a motor racing circuit before. Hopefully we can really get a select group of people to really show who's the best and who's worthy of this Bike Channel Canyon contract.
4 days to go until Brands Hatch. Legs are feeling slightly heavier this evening, but tomorrow I've got a full-on rest day, so no bike riding at all. Get the bike ready, get myself ready obviously, but really looking forward to it.
Just finished the Bowman Trophy, 200k, really hot, really hilly. Just a long drive down to Brands Hatch now, but I'm kind of praying that it's nothing too strenuous.
Feeling pretty good. Legs seem pretty strong, excited for Monday. I've got a few more rides to go yet. It's kind of my last shot opportunity really, really pushing myself to the absolute limit.
Brands Hatch was originally the name of a natural grassy hollow in the shape of an amphitheatre.
Although the site was originally used as a military training ground, the fields here belonging to Brands Farm were first used by Gravesend cyclists led by Ron Argent.
The first actual race on the circuit was held in 1926, over 4 miles, 6.4 kilometres, between cyclists and cross-country runners. Using the natural contours of the land, many cyclists from around London practiced, raced and ran time trials on the dirt roads carved out by farm machinery. 1.2 miles of beautifully tarmacked surface with a couple of taxing hills thrown in for good measure. Today, this historic track is going to help Rob and Brian decide who they are going to take forward. Today, they'll be choosing the final two.
How art thou?
Let's see.
Guys, good to see you back again.
Well, I hope you've all recovered from your test, that pretty brutal test that we did last week. We're here now at Brands Hatch. This is kind of stage 2 of the whole process. Now, based off of those test results, what we're going to do is split you into 2 groups of 15, and we're going to run 2 separate races, 25 minutes in duration. At the end of the 25 minutes, you will get a bell, which will obviously denote the final lap. 4 first riders across the line in each race will go through to the next round. 4 of you.
Okay, there's 30 of you here, which means that there's 8. We've got 1 surprise. Myself and Rob will allow 1 wild card. It's not just about the first 4 places. We'll be watching because we know what we're looking for. So, Rob and myself, I've got 1 each wild cards, and we'll be choosing that person after the race. Cool? You understand what you've got to do? You don't get a second chance at this, right? It's not like the first series. I want to win again, beat this guy. So, let's see you on the track, okay?
At the end of this race, 20 people will be going home. And whilst both Rob and Brian have 1 wildcard choice each, the only way an applicant can guarantee his spot in the next round is to place 1st, 2nd, 3rd or 4th.
So I'm here with Tim, Sport Director of Bike Channel Canyon. Who are you looking for? Strengths, weaknesses? Because the coaching is only part of it, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, they're not going to be a rounded individual. Hopefully, they'll be relatively green and we can, you know, teach them the ways we like to race, the way we like to do things.
It's not just about how strong, how fast they are, is it?
So it really is about the right character for absorbing information, the right character for being professional, the right character for doing the training, because it's hard, you know, racing is hard. There's going to be dark days and you need to have that right character to lift you up.
More dark ones than, than light ones, unfortunately. I mean, morale is crucial, I know, and a champion team will always beat the team of champions.
Yeah, I mean, I pride my team on morale. I think we roll, we get the ball rolling, as it were, which is morale, which is confidence, and then you get everyone wanting to help everyone else and everyone wanting to be the next one to get the win because, you know, he did it, or wanting to be the one that helped him. I mean, sometimes my only problem is getting them to put the hand up to be the winner because they want to help each other so much.
Today, obviously, we're on a course. It's got a little bit of everything. It's quite open. It's a nice, smooth surface.
This will pull a rouleur out, but equally, our strong climber will be able to hold the wheel and won't get bent.
It's tough out there. The rider you end up is, to a certain extent, out of your hands because the winner of Coach Pro will get that spot. So hopefully, myself and Brian, whichever one it is, obviously preferring it to be me this year, we'll be able to do you justice.
As the first 15 applicants take to the Indy circuit, Coach Brian jumps on his air road and joins them for the warm-up lap. Back at the start line, the first race begins.